Hey Libra, how's it going? My name is Dre. Thank you for watching. This is your reading for August of 2017. Before I start, I want to say thank you guys so much for your support. I have a little audience, but I admire you guys for leaving positive feedback, for getting private readings. Thank you guys so much. The more I do these, the more comfortable I get with how I feel about what kind of tarot readings I do. If you ever want a reading, just know, at least for the future, that I don't like trying to predict the future, I guess. Like when people ask me, will this or won't this happen? That's not really kind of the reading I do, because I don't feel like tarot is for predicting the future, essentially. I feel like it's for giving us pertinent information that we need right now to figure out, how to deal with our current situation. Mostly when I give people readings, they're just like, well, you're telling me stuff that I already know, but thank you. You're showing me a different perspective, or, and that's what I really intend to do. I'm not I don't like using the word psychic or anything. I just like giving advice. So, with that being said, let's get started. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Wands in reverse, the Hangman reverse, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Swords, Nine of Wands in reverse. Two of Swords is also in reverse. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Possible outcome, we have the Eight of Swords. For an extra card, we have the Nine of Cups. So, I'm liking these cards, Libra. With all these pentacles, obviously, some of you are work-focused, you're materially focused. For some of you, as we're heading into Virgo season, which is a very transitional period of time right now, right now, excuse me, I feel like a lot of you have put in a lot of work for something and you're reaping the benefits, as in you're probably making more money now, you probably feel a little bit more in control of your sort of where you are right now in life, your direction, when it comes to your friends and when it comes to your choices. So the only advice I have right now, I feel like don't let up. Don't get too discouraged. Because I still feel like some of you are dealing with exes, or you're dealing with people from your past that are trying to throw you off course, that are trying to make your life sort of a little bit unbearable, that are giving you ultimatums. And so it's wise to avoid that. I feel like for you guys right now, it's important, especially to sort of understand that wherever you've acquired control of your life, again, whether it's in work or, if it's in a relationship or if it's like really holding down the household, to sort of stay on that path and to not get sidetracked, because I do feel like that there's going to be an instance or a few instances of you needing to sort of step back from the fray and recognize that you just need a little time away from the drama. Yeah, drama is like sort of a secondary thing here, because I really see you guys doing your thing. Again, you're for some of you, you probably are dating. And if you're not, now is a good time to date, because I feel like the worst of whatever you've been through is over. And again, we still have Jupiter in Libra for a few months left until it goes into Scorpio. So to really take advantage of that, take one last hurrah for your summer, and to really do something that, especially if you feel like you haven't been able to afford something, if you've been putting something off. Now is a really good time to really just sort of indulge a little bit, to have a little fun. Because I do feel like as we're going into, again, Libra or Virgo season than Libra season, there are things down the line that will require more of your attention. Like for some of you, you might have had a really fun summer and now it's time to go back to school. So you're focusing on that. Or some of you are trying to pick up extra hours at work. Some of you might even just feel like you're just in the mood to celebrate, to party. If not you, somebody's having a birthday around you, or you're wanting to really spend lavishly on something. So go ahead and do that, because I feel like, again, going forward, there's going to be something that will require your immediate attention. And I feel like it's going to be dealing with things that are more work-oriented. So again, some of you could be going to school, and for some of you, there could be just leftover drama from people where they're trying to knock you off your perch, and they're trying to make you feel bad about yourself. But I really see you guys as being like, screw you, screw that. Like, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to do, like, fuck you. So it's going to be like that sort of energy. So yeah, I mean, that's really about it. Don't be too, I feel like you guys have gotten to a point, at least right now, where you should have defined boundaries. And if you don't, that would also be a good, be good advice, to not be so willing to let everybody sort of into your life right now, because some people might see that you have a lot, or see that you are doing so well and try to take advantage of that. So it will be important to sort of keep yourself at a distance. Learn from the mistakes of your past with regards to the people you've hung out with the people, with exes or whatever that you've let sort of in your life to take advantage of you, because now those people will see that you're doing well and try to ease up on in. And again, take advantage of that. So, have fun. Do what you're doing, Libra, because I see you guys are doing pretty well right now. And don't let people tear you down or try to take advantage of you. So now I'm going to pull cards from the Osho Zen deck. Lovely. Wow, I don't think I've seen such a positive reading for any sign in such a while, Libra. So we have maturity, which is the Ace of Pentacles, I think. If not, I'll leave like an addendum in the more info. We have new vision, which is it's 12. Oh my gosh. I forgot what 12 was. Hold on a second. That's no good. This is embarrassing. 12 is the Hangman. Duh. It showed up twice. I always forget about the Hangman. The Hangman, the Hierophant are like two cards I always forget about. But yeah, we have the Hangman as well here, new vision. We have integration, which is temperance. We have the Four of Rainbows, which is the miser, the Four of Pentacles. We also have totality, which is the Five of Wands. Completion, which is the world as an outcome. And we have rightness, which is the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, great. Beautiful. I feel like, now is an important time for you guys to recognize, especially because with the sun in your 11th house, okay, during Leo season, with the sun in your 11th house, you're more connected to huge networks of friends, of understanding where you want to be way down the line, where you see yourself, like in reference to the world. Like it's sort of that sort of big picture sort of energy. So I feel like for a lot of you, aim high and keep doing what you're doing and keep focusing and just reaching for what you want. And I feel like with this maturity, you've acquired that maturity. And with this new vision, with the hangman, because it showed up twice, I was sort of ignoring the hangman because even though it is major arcana, the only major arcana here, it didn't really seem like that huge of a deal. But now that it showed up again, it's telling me that maybe for some of you, you can't get too comfortable, that you have to be willing to understand that what is working now won't necessarily work going into Virgo season and going into your own season. So be flexible, be adaptable, be very observant during this time and understanding why things are working as they are. That some of it is a lot of luck because, again, Jupiter, the planet of luck, is in Libra and has been in Libra for the past year. And so understand, like, what have you gained, like what wisdom and what knowledge have you gained from this experience? Where have you improved in your life and what have you improved and how have you done it? That's been, that's allowed you this sort of freedom to make all this money, meet all these new people, experience all these new experiences. So be cognizant of that as well. Integration, I feel like, again, since it's here with the Two of Swords and the Nine of Wands in reverse, which I feel like are past energies that are external from you, that are sort of forcing you to, that are like kind of like roadblocks, past people that have just been so dramatic and so exhausting, and exes and people that have left you with ultimatums and made you feel like you didn't really have any way out. How can you integrate that knowledge with where you are now, which I feel like you are more comfortable and more confident in asserting who you are letting into your life, and just into discerning who you're letting into your life, who you are aligning yourself with, who you trust. And so I feel like this whole process has been a huge maturation process for you. It's been a process for you to get more in touch with the more wiser aspects of your soul that you might have otherwise not been too attached to. With the miser in totality, these are challenges. I feel like that there's a part of you that, again, and this is a constant for you guys, where you probably, again, you're so comfortable, like being in a rut to the point that you aren't challenging the status quo outside of yourself, meaning that you aren't necessarily speaking your mind constantly when you have to, and that you're not letting go of old habits or old situations that aren't serving you, things that are really keeping you in your way from achieving this Ten of Pentacles, even though it is reverse. When it's reverse, it's more of a fantasy than a reality. So what have you allowed to sort of corrupt you in a way that is inhibiting you from getting to this reality? And I feel like for a lot of you, it's being able to take a stand and being able to really speak what's on your mind and really confront people in the way they need to be confronted. And there's something about them, there's something about all of this wherein you're too comfortable and where you'd rather just sort of, again, be the Libra and sort of play both sides of the fence, or just be easygoing and amicable, but not really standing up for what you feel like is right, which is the Libra energy at its highest form, being able to stand up for what you believe in, regardless if people agree with you or if people like it or tolerate it. You can't please everybody. So understanding that, you have a voice and that you have a right and you have a stake in this as well, that it's not for everybody else. It's for you. So yeah, understand that. Get in touch with where your blind spots are, what's bothering you, where your blockage is. And so completion here, I feel like it's more about, there are times that are going to be challenging. There are situations, especially now that, if this heyday ends, what goes up must come down. If you feel like, or if it's the opposite, wherein you feel like things could be a lot better. Understand that we are all cogs in a machine, that this is for a higher purpose than what we're actually cognizant of. And so with completion is knowing that, not everything is going to be perfect. Not everything is going to be easy, or not everything is going to be smooth sailing. But at the end of the day, we get scars from that, and we learn from that, and we recover because of it. And that's just the name of the game. And that's where the beauty is. And that's where truth is. Truth is in the unpleasantness. It's in what we're unwilling to confront. But once we have to confront it, and once we have to see the ugliness for what it is, that's going to be more beneficial for us in the long run. It's something that will really open our eyes more than we have ever thought it would. And so with ripeness, which is the 9 of Pentacles, I feel like you're finally stepping into a point where you need to, or at least you're coming to a point where you're understanding who you are outside of other people, who you are as an individual, who you are outside of a relationship or outside of your friend group. Or, I feel like that's very important to recognize that, again, you have your own history, you have your own knowledge, you have your own experiences, and that in and of itself is what makes you who you actually are. And that's something that you can take from here and do more with it. That's what 9s are. You have 3 9s here. So it's more like, you have all of this good luck on your side. You have all of these friends. You have these trials and these troublesome relationships, but because of it, they've made you a lot mature as a person, to where now it would behoove you to feel more comfortable in wearing that as a badge of armor, and not something to feel guilty about, not something to deter or turn away. Because with 2, we have a 10 here, and we have completion. So there is this moment for you now to recognize that the wheel is turning in your favor, and that you've been through a lot and you've learned a lot. So how can you keep that streak going? Even if things do fall apart, or things do, bad do happen, understand that you have the resiliency to come back from that, Libra. So thank you so much for this, for watching. Thank you guys again for all of your positive feedback and all of your likes. Well, not really likes, but your comments and everything for supporting me. So I will see you guys next month. Bye.